I was in it for the money. Business people, they say they love their business. Bullshit.
What was the exit?
Yeah.
Was it worth it? All the work and the worry?
When the money hits the table, that's when you find out the real character of people.
Do you regret something?
You have to get done.
Almost $120 billion company.
Okay, but it's not a trillion.
How did you become a billionaire?
I felt great. Tell you a funny story. My wife over here ex-wife bought a TV cabinet for $35,000, and it always me off. That cabinet was so goddamn expensive. I was very upset with the cabinet. Sold the business. I'm happy with the cabinet.
How did you use curiosity to come up with business ideas? How did that help you come up with Kinkos?
Well, I was at SC, and they were in line at SC making Xerox copies, and I figured, why wouldn't the same people be in line in Santa Barbara? I didn't have to take a lot of LSD and ruminate over the damn idea.
What are you best known for?
I think I'm best known for being the founder of Uggs. I was surfing up at Malibu one day, and it was October, November, the water was getting really cold, and I was pulling on my sheepskin boots after surfing, and I just got goosebumps, and I went, oh my God, there's no Ugg boots in America. And I was with my buddy, and I said to him, hey man, we've got to go into business. We're going to be instant millionaires. We had no idea that it would take 20 years.
How did you feel the day it closed? The deal closed?
It was great, a really interesting day, because when the money hits the table, that's when you find out real character of people. And a lot of greed came in the first couple of days leading up to everyone, best friends until the money hits the table.
What did you invent as part of it?
What I'm known for is the utility algorithm.
Is this the basis for 5G technology for something?
No, it was a basis for 2G and 3G. It also had some impact on 4G.
How did you come up with that idea for Qualcomm?
Linkabit, our first company, came out of our university research. When we started Qualcomm, because we had limited capital, we went after government contracts.
How many people work at Qualcomm?
I think at peak 30,000.
And then the valuation, I just looked up, almost $120 billion company.
Okay, but it's not a trillion.
How was it when you received the money that day? Like, what happens?
Oh, it's just euphoric. Like,
So you actually felt relief?
yeah, yes. Oh, you don't understand the luxury of waking up every morning and not worrying and thinking about what you want to think about. I like that part the best.
How'd you celebrate?
Probably had a few cocktails, maybe smoked a joint or two. I just remember always being stressed out. There's a lot more to worry in every business. I was ready for it to be sold long prior to when I sold it.
If you had to describe how people should live their lives in decades, how would you think about that?
My mother said, honey, in your 20s, try everything. In your 30s, figure out what you do best. In your 40s, make money for what you do best, and try not to do too much in your 50s. In your 20s, you really people think about you. You get to be 40, you don't really care about the question. When you get to be 60, you realize no one ever thought of you in the first place.
How did you enjoy your money?
I had a Ferrari for a while because my kids talked me into it, but I didn't like it. It was the Modena 360, I think. I got rid of it after 10 years.
So when you received the money from Uggs, like, how did you enjoy the money?
My wife and I had been just eking it out for 20 years. The first few was really, really tough, and then suddenly we got millions in the bank. But our lifestyle did not change. We didn't go to more expensive restaurants, we didn't do big vacations, we just carried on with life.
What was your expectation for the
I was in it for the money, and it was always for sale. I sold it in 1997, but every day that business was out there was for sale. Business people, they say they love their business. Bull. You can enjoy your business. Once you love it, you're losing your objectivity, and you can't let that business own you. You own it.
What are some of the silly ways you spent your money?
I bought this goddamn airplane to be a big shot. No, that cost me a lot.
How much was the plane?
$22 million.
I had the best Mercedes that I could find at the time, a CLS 550. It was just like, looked like a dart, it was such a beautiful car. I've been through that, done that. I don't need that for my ego anymore. As long as the rent, I know I've got no problems with the rent being paid for a year or two. That's really all the money you need. The trick is to be happy when you do that sort of stuff. Because I know a lot of millionaires, they're the most miserable people I know.
Well, taking a step back for someone starting out, how do you think someone today can become a millionaire?
Use your eyes and your intuition. Fortunately, we're too damn rational. A lot of times it's intuitive, and we don't trust our instinct. Why does a customer want to buy something? You see all these big shots, they think that they built the business. Their customers built
What are you observing in terms of business ideas today?
Oh, there's so many. Kids are too highfalutin now. They do all these highfalutin things. It's just down to dirty stuff. Like every time you part ways with somebody watching it for it, why don't you go to a place and say, oh, I'll put a car wash for it. Charge you $40, you go to lunch, 2 hours later you get a car wash. I mean, all right, what's happening to all that little hustle?
Do you have regrets? Like that you work too much?
I don't regret anything. It sounds like Frank Sinatra.
What regrets do you have?
Well, I was under so much pressure financially. I didn't say enough thank yous. I worked with really wonderful people. And I didn't say thank you enough to it. But in the middle of it all, it's just hard to be grateful. Just so much pressure. I was just internally focused on paying my bills. And I was jovial, very convenient managers, the executives.
Was it worth it, all the work and the work?
Now, in my 40s, I didn't sleep right. My neck always hurt and I had bad gas. Now, I don't have any gas. I sleep like a baby and my neck doesn't hurt.
Do you regret selling it? Or how do you feel about that?
No, it was growing so fast. I just didn't have the knowledge of finance to be able to forecast the production requirements. When it got to about 15 million, I just thought, I got to find somebody who can really take this and run with it. Because if I had tried to hold on to it, I would have failed miserably that year because of my success.
Do you wish you would have worked less or done anything different with the experience?
I couldn't have worked less because it had to get done. I wouldn't say I overworked, but I was always